going on, everyone? In today's video, I will be giving you a breakdown of the three-team trade. Yes, I know, I'm late once again. That transpired between the Boston Celtics, Washington Wizards, and Memphis Grizzlies. I will be giving you my thoughts, opinions, and grades, and much more. Stay tuned. This is Sports Talk with good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video, whatever day you're watching this video. I hope you're having a tremendous day. I'm having a tremendous day because I woke up this morning and the Lord started me on my way. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that post notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a video. I'm back to regular uploads. I upload at least once a week, twice a week, sometimes depending on the week. This week I'll be uploading twice a week because I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. We have a lot of stuff to do before the NFL season starts. I cover NFL, NBA, and sometimes college football. We have to discuss the free agency, the trades, trade scenarios, all that's going on currently in the NFL. The NBA. I have playoff breakdowns videos I want to make as well. And I have to start doing previews soon for the NFL season because this year's NFL season is going to be spicy. It's a wide open, just like the NBA was wide open this year. With all that being said, let me know how you feel down in the comment section down below about everything we discussed. You let me know your opinions, whether you agree or disagree. Let's be civil in the comments. And without further ado, let's get started. So if you do not know, the Memphis Grizzlies and the Boston Celtics and the Washington Wizards have all decided to participate in a trade. And a part of the trade, Memphis is sending Boston a first-round pick in Thursday's draft, which will be the 25th overall selection. The Golden State Warriors' top 4 protected first-round pick in 2024. The Celtics are sending the 35th pick on Thursday's draft to Washington. The Celtics also will be sending forward Delano Gallinari, I hope I said his first name right, and center Mike Muscala to Washington as part of the deal, sources said. The three-team deal came together in the minutes leading up to the midnight deadline for Porzingis to opt in to his $36 million player option for the 2023-2024 season. With the deal completed, Porzingis opted in, sources said, and of course, Boston is going to extend him at some point. He's going to be on Boston long term. The trade capped a long day of negotiations involving the Celtics and Wizards over a possible Porzingis deal. Now, this is originally what was supposed to happen. The two teams first attempted to hammer out a three-team agreement with the Los Angeles Clippers, who would have been sent Malcolm Brogdon to the Los Angeles Clippers, which would have been very interesting for them. And then the 30th pick of the NBA draft to the Wizards and Porzingis to the Celtics. But the deal fell apart. And the reason why the deal fell apart is simply because Malcolm Brogdon failed his physical. And so with that being said, the deals fell apart. And it happened so quickly. I thought Boston wasn't going to get Porzingis, and I thought the deal wouldn't go through because they were working on such a tight deadline. But Brad Stevens showed why he is a good GM. I had my concerns and my worries about Brad Stevens as a GM, but he is a really great GM. You can argue he's going to be better than Danny Ainge. And Danny Ainge did some really interesting stuff that I liked and some stuff I didn't like. But right now, Brad Stevens is doing a really great job as GM of the Celtics. It was a really good move for him. His basketball IQ and his understanding of the game of basketball, and not only that, but his understanding of the new CBA. If you want me to make a video on the new CBA, you let me know down in the comment section down below. But his understanding of the new CBA, his understanding of basketball is so rich, it's so good, and it's great for him as a GM. It really is. I really love seeing it. As you can tell, or if you can't tell, I'm a Celtics fan. But like I said, Brogdon didn't pass his physical. He failed. So something had to give, and the Celtics really wanted Porzingis. And what ended up happening is, instead of Brogdon, a trade that I never thought I would see happen. This offseason, we're going to see 3 trades I never thought would happen. Potentially. Bill getting traded from the Wizards, Damian Lillard potentially getting traded from the Portland Trail Blazers, and Marcus Smart getting traded from the Boston Celtics. and he was traded to Memphis. Of course, we got Porzingis, and of course, Washington ended up getting Gallinari, Muscala, and more importantly, Tyus Jones. I'm going to start off with Washington's side. Washington is a rebuilding franchise now. They got rid of Beal. They got rid of Porzingis. They brought in Jordan Poole. They brought back Kuzma. They got Tyus Jones. And let's be real here. He is not a scrub. When John Morant went down with an injury, he showed he could hang with the big dogs. He helped them out. He was very, very good for this team. And not only did they do that, but they played well without him as well, without John Morant. And he was one of the reasons why they played well without him. And not only that, but he also was a solid, great, not solid, he was a really good backup to him. Whether he starts or he comes off the bench in Washington, this is a good move for them. I give them a C+. We move over to the Memphis side of things. This was what Memphis needed. Memphis has the opportunity, and I know I talk about them like a broke-neck dog. I really do. However, Memphis has the opportunity to become the next dynasty in the NBA. They could become the next Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs. They could be the next Chicago Bulls. They could be the next dynasty if they played their cards right. If they're patient and play their cards right. You got a young John Morant, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., Steven Adams. You just added a solid veteran and Derrick Rose. And not only that, but you add Marcus Smart to this team as well. This team is the business. They were the second seed last year. I believe they were the second and third seed the year prior to that. This team is finding success early, and if they play their cards right, they will be fine. My biggest problem with the Memphis Grizzlies is the immaturity of this team. However, you bring in the heart and soul of the Celtics. You bring in a great locker room leader in Marcus Smart, he's approaching 30. He's a veteran. He's a veteran. He has the age. He can play. He can do it all for you. You have his leadership, D Rose leadership. Y'all locked in. You're locked in. You're serious about this, Memphis? Your young stars are serious about contending? This is the perfect scenario. You had all the off-the-court issues last year with John Morant. He has good mentors in Smart and Derrick Rose there now. And you get rid of Dillon Brooks. You said in no circumstances would you bring back Dillon Brooks. And that's not going to end up hurting you because you get who Dillon Brooks thinks he is. Marcus Smart is a former defensive player of the year. Marcus Smart is a really good, one of the best two-way guards in the entire National Basketball Association. You to get rid of Dillon Brooks and bring in Marcus Smart, that's a W in my eyes, and it's a W to everyone else too. Marcus Smart fits in perfectly with this Grizzlies team and what this Grizzlies team is trying to be. They got a nice 3-and-D player who could play alongside John Morant. If something happens to John Morant, he could step in. And let's not forget, the Grizzlies did really good without John Morant. They did good with him. They did good without him. This team is the definition of a championship team. They're championship caliber. They are title contenders. They can be a dynasty. All they need to do is play their cards right, and everything is falling into place with them. They just need to be patient. They just need to be patient, and everything will fall into place for them fully. I give them an A+, 10 out of 10. Would do again trade for them. You move on to the Boston Celtics side of the thing, and it's the last part of the video. You move to the Boston Celtics side of things. Porzingis had a resurgence last year. Porzingis was a borderline all-star last year. Porzingis and Robert Williams and Al Horford, you can switch them out anytime you want. And Porzingis is a good rim protector. Not a good rim protector. Him and Robert Williams are outstanding rim protectors. And I believe that his on the defensive side of the ball, not only at the rim, he is also a pretty solid defender at there too. It might be some concerns, but the good outweigh the negatives when it comes to Kristaps Porzingis. We need to keep him healthy. As long as he stays healthy, we're good. And this makes the Celtics go from a contender to the contender. I think they're the title favorites with this trade. And I'm not saying this as a Celtics fan. I'm just saying this in general. Kristaps Porzingis puts them on a totally another level. Like, sure, it hurts you had to get rid of Marcus Smart, who is the heart and soul of this team, the leader of this team. However, you get a 7'3" unicorn who can shoot the ball. And not only can shoot the ball, he can space the floor. Not only can he space the floor, shoot the ball. Not only can he do all that, he leaves the lane wide open. You can finally do pick and rolls with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Not only can you do all of that and be successful, not only can you do all of that, but he's a rim protector as well. This is the mother load for them. This puts you over the edge to me, and this makes you title favorites. They should be the title favorites going into next year. All they need to do is make sure he stays healthy, and they're good. He was a borderline all-star last year. He had a resurgence. He worked on his post game, so he's really solid now with mismatches. But when he was with Dallas, I noticed he wasn't so good with them. Now, last year, he was really solid. He was really good. Rim protector, can shoot the ball, pick and roll, space the floor. And you know Boston loves to shoot their threes. So Boston finally gets some length. They had a lot of guards, and don't worry about the guard depth. We got Brogdon and we got Derek White. And don't sleep on Derek White. Derek White was arguably the third best player on the Celtics last year. He almost is the reason why we came back down 3-0 with that beautiful shot he made. But that's it for me. I give the Celtics an A+. So C+ for the Wizards, A+ for Memphis, A+ for Boston. You let me know how you feel down in the comment section down below. Until next time, Steven Counter out. Peace.